Okay, we're back. Now what we're going to do now is add an enemy. And so I'm going to up here make a folder, empty game object called enemies. And then we're going to go over and go to the web, and on RiverExplorer.games /learn /learn to write games. Oops, not demo. Parent directory. PowerPoint. There's a file in there called Unity, a Unity package in there. And it already has one, so it's going to say replace. I'll put this full path in the slide so you can link it from there to download it. But it would be https riverexplorer.games learning to write games PowerPoint bear for class.unity package. And you've downloaded it, and now I'm going to asset import package that package. The stuff, don't worry about the stuff here, it's just going to download what it needs. Click all and import. And it's thinking, I think, okay, it did it. This error drives me nuts. Double click on this line and it'll have this in the file. This is, I don't know if it's a Visual Studio bug or a Unity bug, but it's also in this file and I did not type it in. So anyway, save those, wait for it to recompile, and it may put them back again. It's done it 2 or 3 times to me in a row before. Anyway, so we get rid of that mess. Wait for it to compile. Hopefully the errors go away. Good. We go back to the scene. Now, it's what it did. Enter Assets, Resources. There's a prefabricated bear. So we're going to click that and maybe put it way over in this corner. Okay, so the bear's over there. We can kind of zoom in and look at him. There we go. There's a bear. And oh, the bear, I'm going to put in enemies. Okay, it's in enemies. I want to reset enemies to 0. Bear's where it was at, where we put it. In this bear, we need to unclick the box collider. It's going to interfere with something we're going to do in a bit. Under non-person controller, our non-person character follow player script, we're going to drag player into here. So basically the bear is going to follow and track the player. File save. If you ever want to look at a script, you can, on the script, not all of them have it, but when they do, you can go edit script, and that's how it does it. It's not a secret. It just saves you from having to type it. It comes with it. So we've got the NPC is following. We need to import a package, Window Package Manager. We're going to do Unity Packages, and up here you're going to type AI as in Artificial Intelligence, and it's going to say AI Navigation. Now I have it on mine already, but you're going to get an install probably, so you install it, and when the install is finished, go ahead and resume this video. Okay, now I'm assuming you have it installed. So now what we have to do is go over here to Game Objects, AI, and create a nav mesh surface. Boom. Navigation mesh is what that really means. Okay. Now it comes with 2 kinds, right? So let's make a mesh for the bear, and I hit bake. It's that simple. And you notice all this blue. You'll also notice this little window appeared. So you click this little down arrow and all of this, and you can see the nav mesh. You can turn it on or off. And if you click this little two bars to the right, you can hide it if you want. And then you go, how do I get rid of that again? And the answer is, when you're in the scene, oops, I double clicked. I'm going to have to go back to my layout there. If you go into the scene, make sure you're in scene. Over in the opposite corner is three dots. And you go to overlay menu. And you turn on you can turn this on or off there. Very important when you can't find it. So the three dots, AI navigation, and other things you can turn on and off. Also, when nav mesh is on, but you don't see the nav mesh, well, first select it, but you don't see the nav mesh, click this, and that turns on, they're called gizmos. It turns on all the gizmos. And you will notice that it's laid out every place that the bear can walk. But it kind of made one error. This is a trigger which it should be able to walk through. So what we do is we find the trigger and we temporarily disable it. Then we go back to nav mesh service and we say bake again. When we disable it, it makes it disappear. We bake it again, boom, it's there. Then we go back to gravity trigger and turn it back on, and now the bear can walk through the trigger. The script said if player, or the little array thing we set up. It didn't say if bear, so the bear won't trip the trigger. And if he does, we have a bug we'll have to fix it. So if we zoom out, everywhere that is blue, the bear can go and roam and chase the player. And then we go back to the enemy bear, and it has a nav mesh agent on it. It's set to, make sure it's set to bear, and it is. Box collider is unchecked. Nav mesh surface has a bear agent type, and that we did have a bear agent. If we had a humanoid one too, we could bake another one for the humanoid, and that because the human maybe could get somewhere the bear can't. Right? Is all it does is it finds every place on the map that's within a certain distance of the bear. And we can set the base offset steering, all this kinds of stuff. Some of it I have to look up. Auto braking. That makes it so that it slows down rather than just stops and looks kind of goofy. Obstacle avoidance. You know, the space it had cleared around. This is what sets that. And some of this you have to look up. I've never tweaked with it. Files saved to make sure everything is saved. Now it's probably going to get an error when I hit run because I forgot something, but if I hit run, let's hope the bear goes after the yellow player. Bingo. Let's zoom in. I'm going to undo the bear so I can see him better. Unselect him, I should say. The bear is going to go for the player. And if we move, I have to click down here. And if we move over here, you'll see the bear turns to follow us. It's trying to get us. And if I move over here, if I start running around, oh no, I fell off the earth. I made a mistake. The bear follows us. That's an enemy, and you can set the speed in the nav mesh. I have it set to 1. If you set it to like 10, I bet he would zoom over so fast he couldn't even get out of his way. Let's see what happens. But we want to keep it at 1 while we're developing, otherwise he's always in our way, and that's kind of nutty. You can change it for the game. He's moving a little faster. It set it back to 1. They didn't do it quite right. I'm going to set to 10. I set to 100. I guess it doesn't change it after the game starts. Some things do, some things don't. Now nothing's going to happen when he catches us because we don't have any code to do anything there right now. But click in here, go towards the bear. Watch what happens. He gets within a certain distance of us. Now he's going to just keep walking because I think. Now he can go right through us till he gets to us. Ha! Yeah, there's more things we have to do. But as you can tell, the bear decided that he was done moving, but the animation is still set for going, and we'll fix that. So we have that, and that is the bear chase is set up. Make sure in File, Save, then let's File, Build, and Run. We didn't go through the triggers. We could. And it clears it out, which means it's about ready to be finished. This will be my last video tonight. It's almost 10 p.m. my time. Make sure I have the mouse focused in here. Here comes the bear. Whoa, yeah. He's trying to catch up to us. He's still trying to catch up to us. What? So. Okay, I'm going to let him catch me. There we go, he caught us. And it closed the game. We're going to have a menu system before it's done. A simple menu system or an escape mechanism more likely. Alright, that's it for this video. Have a good night. I'll see you in the next video.